Anyway, for those who don't know me, my name is Meredith Oram. I'm a fitness and nutrition consultant, at Below the Fork. I'm also a certified group fitness instructor and a digital marketer. Find me on other social media, Below the Fork or Ms. Mer Oram. So I'm just kind of launching quickly in today. What I wanted to talk about, because it's come up twice now in the last, week or so, of friends asking me how I became a group fitness instructor, and then also kind of like how I'm changing my business, because I'm currently studying to be a certified health coach, so I'm working on that whole process. And so I just had some questions about it, so I thought it was a great topic to share with you guys today in what my journey has been, and also some tips and ideas for you too. Now, I have my undergrad degree from Villanova University. I was a communications major. For the life of me, I cannot even tell you why to this day I did not pursue a health degree. I honestly, I look back and I think at the time I was under the impression that a degree in health had to be in nursing or medical. That sounds so stupid. So maybe I knew more, but I was like, oh, well, you could either go, if you're the fitness route, then you end up being a gym teacher. I don't know why I was so, that sounds so stupid, but I really think that was my thinking. So instead, I was a musical theater major for a semester, but then ultimately decided I could not live in a box in New York City and didn't have the heart to handle all that rejection and everything. So then I switched to communications, and then sort of like in my junior year is when I really started to go the marketing route. I love that so much. I still love the principle of marketing. It's really cool. So then I just found myself at an agency and doing account management, and so that was my career for the better part of a decade. But ultimately, loving fitness and nutrition, and I just found any of my downtime, I was reading articles on nutrition and all that. So that's where my passion lies. So first and foremost, tip number one: if you want to get in the fitness industry, don't do it because it's like the hot new thing, or that you want to just fix your body and all that. Do it because you have a huge passion for it. Passion comes before anything else when you're deciding what your career is. And that is so difficult to do when we're in college and between 18 and 22 years old. I mean, even picking a college, let alone what you're going to do for the rest of your life, is so difficult. But if you're in that sort of mode where I found myself 4 years ago now, in wanting to switch careers, knowing that where you are is not where you want to spend your life, that you're completely miserable like I was, look to your passion. That is, you're turning your hobby into a viable income. It can be done. So for the purpose of today's scope, I'm going to talk specifically on certification education for fitness and nutrition. But if you're someone, I think it's still a useful topic for you to listen in on if you're not in the fitness industry or you're not looking to break into the fitness industry, because this is still sort of my journey from going to 9 to 5, not even, I was working 60 hours a week, let's be honest, corporate job, to where I am today. So one of my friends she really inspired this topic, and I actually was hoping to hop on the phone with her, but then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a scope about it, and then I'll send her to my scope so I can repurpose and other people can value from this too. She was asking, this is something she wants to do. I'm not clear on if she's looking to do more, I think it's more the nutrition route she wants to go. I don't know if personal training or group fitness is something that she's interested in as well. However, she's like 3/4 of the way done her degree, put it on hold. And so I think she's looking more to fulfill getting a degree in nutrition. And I just sort of quickly shared with her why I didn't feel it was necessary to go back to a higher learning institute for what I'm pursuing now. I did I was in marketing for about 2 years maybe, and I was already climbing the walls of my cubicle. And I was like, what did I get myself into? I was not built to sit in a cubicle like this all day, every day. And so I went back to school, and I was Westchester University is right down the street from me. They have an excellent dietitian program. I was accepted and I took 2 classes, loved those classes so much. But to be honest, it came down to financially, and I was just at a point in my life where, I got engaged, and then it was like, okay, well, we can buy a house and we can, get on with our lives, or we can put all of our money into a second education for me. So I just decided that, you know what, I'll stick with marketing, I'll make money, and I'm going to get on with my life and, get married, have kids, have a house, all of that. So that's really the main reason. But I struggled walking away from that because I loved it so much. So I continued in marketing. So once I left corporate America, I actually went to massage school. And that was a really awesome experience. I look back on it now and sometimes I'm like, why did I do that? I wish I had just immediately gone to group fitness or Pilates training or something like that. But I think in my journey, it was really important. So, trade schools, they're not the worst. They certainly have a lot of downsides to them. But it's just like a really cool environment, especially in massage, because it was literally hands-on learning. And because it's massage, everyone who's there has already said, yes, you can work on my muscles. Yes, you can touch me. It's like something you have to do in order to be enrolled there. So when we're learning anatomy and kinesiology, we could physically touch each other and feel those muscles and all that. It was a really cool experience. Now, I'm not currently practicing. Long story, separate scope. But instead, I then transitioned into group fitness, and I did that through ACE Fitness, which there are 2 major authorities or certification programs, that's the better word, which is ACE Fitness and then AFA. I actually don't know what AFA, the acronym, stands for, but it's AFAA. Those are the 2 highest ranked certification programs for group fitness. So if you are interested in becoming a group fitness instructor, do your research. I researched both those companies extensively. I confirmed, so at the time I was a member at a gym, and I purposely asked several of my instructors, and I asked, around, what do you accept here? What do the instructors have? And it was just a very nonchalant question. They had no idea, I didn't have a deep conversation with anyone. I just wanted to know what is most approved in gyms in this area. And it was ACE and AFA, and they were both equally accepted. So that's why I know that is in my area, but I think that is nationally. It is AFA and ACE. And I just did my research on both companies, and I just picked the one that I thought spoke most to me. And it even came down to, I think, ACE Fitness. Their website is fantastic. It's laid out well. It's clear. They explain what their program entails really, really well. I've heard, and this is all rumor, I don't know because I haven't, I didn't get my certification through AFA. I've heard that the ACE certification is more difficult. However, I will confirm that that certification exam was harder probably than my licensed massage boards, which were really hard. But I think I was able to get through it because I had the in-classroom. So if you have any anatomy, kinesiology, or any sort of science background, I think it really helps because this is all online. It's all self-taught in a book. There are videos. There are additional resources on ACE's website. But I just really love how they do business. I just think everything is laid out very clearly. AFA, and not to say that I make decisions based on someone's website, but I just felt in the way that they present their information is such a mishmash. And I haven't looked on their website. I don't know if they've done a redesign since, but at the time it was I had trouble finding what I was looking for. I had trouble learning enough about the program that I went with ACE, because if you can't even get your website and your marketing clear, then I don't even want to know what your program is. But I have heard amazing things about AFA. So ACE or AFA if you want to be a group fitness instructor. So I've done that for, I got my certification June 2014, so it'll be 2 years this summer since, and that was, so you sign up for the program, they send you all the materials, and from the date that you sign up, you have 6 months to educate yourself and to sign up for when you will take that exam. And the exam is in some like local location. It's a testing center. There's other people taking various certifications exams. It's all very like serious, and you put your stuff in a locker. You can't have anything with you. I don't even know if you can bring your own pen. Like it's very, there's a proctor, you know, there's a whole thing. It's very legit. So you have 6 months to complete that program. So it'll be 2 years this summer. But then in developing Below the Fork and wanting to do more with that, and just, I'm always talking about nutrition, and I just felt I needed some credentials behind me. I feel pretty confident on my own, having, researched it, lived it, and just my experiences too. But ultimately it came down, I feel like I needed some more, just the science behind it. And guys, I'm so excited. I'm only on chapter 3 or 4 of my huge, ginormous, it's like this thick book for the ACE Health Coach certification. But it goes so deep into the psychological and behavioral science of eating, and yeah, credibility is very important. And I love it so much, and I'm learning way more than I even anticipated, and I see how it is super important that I got this certification before I go and help others with their fitness and nutrition journey. So a couple other things I wanted to talk about. So as you know, I'm doing these certification programs, and these are like, ACE was, I hit a really good deal, so it was $100 off, so I think it's $3.99. They have a payment program, so I'm paying $124 a month for the next 4. Done, like super easy. And then I forget what the group fitness one was. I think it was $2.99. So that compared to getting a huge degree, and I'm still completely qualified to do some of the things that others are doing in the field. Now, I also just wanted to mention briefly, one of the other reasons I didn't complete the registered dietitian program was I started to and this is such a key component, and I missed this component when I went to massage school. So if I can teach anybody anything when you're pursuing a new career or a new degree or anything like that, talk to people who are currently in the field. Find out what that field really is, because unfortunately I found out that massage therapy is a very corrupt field. It's like the people who are making money are the people who own the massage business. It's not the therapists. They are getting screwed. They're doing all of the work, but the owners are the ones making money because they're taking 60%, if not more, of the profit. And it's crap. And that's a whole other scope. I don't want to get all negative about it, but I didn't really know that. So I kicked myself over that. With registered dietitian, the majority of those people are working in hospitals or are assigned to patients who just had a heart attack, and now they have no other choice but to change their lifestyle. They are resistant to changing their lifestyle most of the time. And I didn't really want to work with clients like that. So that's why when it came back to like, okay, nutrition, fitness, this is my thing. I need to just like accept it and jump feet first into it. I didn't go back to school to pursue that full degree and that program, money aside, because that's not the niche I want to be part of. So that's another reason. So I just really wanted to come on here today to say these certification programs, they are legitimate, particularly through ACE, AFA, and then for personal training, it's NASM, N-A-S-M. Like those are the top 3. They're accepted at gyms worldwide. They are excellent programs, and you can still pursue your passion in fitness and nutrition. And it's not for a lot of money. It's not, what are colleges these days? $45,000, $55,000, $60,000 a year. So you can still be in the industry, and you can still be credible, and you can still get all of that knowledge that you need to help others. So that's the really exciting part that I just wanted to share with you guys. And I will say one more thing, and I'm going to choose my words very, very carefully, because there are MLM programs out there, and when I say that, like the health and fitness ones, that I have mixed feelings about. I believe people are changing lives doing like Beachbody and ones like those. I love that it's not only the nutrition component, it's the fitness component too. I think that's really important that they're together instead of just being like, here, drink my shake. Like there's so much more to it. However, it's very hard for someone like me where I'm getting certified to be a health coach. That coach word, just not a fan. So I've been calling myself a consultant to kind of just overcome some of these like people calling themselves a coach and everything, and they don't have the credentials behind it. So, you know, just as you're looking to enter the field, or you're in the field, or you're looking for a consultant or a coach, just look behind at those credentials. Know that certifications are excellent credentials. They have put the work into it. It is a lot. Like my textbook is like this. The exam I will have to take is going to be really hard. So know that it is legitimate, and you know those certifications aren't just throwaway one day, you know, retreat where it just, you know, cool, like you're certified, way to go. You know, people are spending a lot of time, many months and many, many hours into learning their craft. But just, you know, do your research and make sure you know where those certifications are coming from. And if you hear they're from ACE, AFA, or NASM, know that they're good. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can always email me at msmareoram@belowthefork.com. or find me on Instagram, Below the Fork, or on Twitter, Ms. Mare Oram. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that was helpful, and have an excellent day. See ya.